And we're golden. Now we're on full
Hi.
screen. What up, yo? We
Hi,
here's
everybody.
Johnny and Lou. We's backs, and today we're just gonna go right into the topic of love, death, and Atlanteans. So
Oh, yeah, we got a
let's.
lot of stuff to talk about.
Mhm. And then we also got Love and Thunder's drop today. But let's just get into the anthologies and talk love, death, and robots. First of all, for those of you who don't know, this was actually supposedly going to be a successor to heavy metal with a bunch of great directors attached. Fucking David Fincher, fucking Zack Snyder, Gore Verbinski, Tim Miller, bunch of fucking
Right.
people.
Love,
But
Death, and Robots is a television show on Netflix. If you didn't know, it just had its third season,
yes,
right?
third season.
Volume 3 just came out. So, first episode had 18 episodes, second season had 8. Now we have 9 that just dropped. Um, Great show. Each episode's an anthology. Well, it's the show itself is an anthology. Each episode's its own thing.
Mm.
Jumps into all kinds of crazy science fiction stories. Long story short, but
Exactly. Like where heavy metal was more sword and sorcery, for Love, Death, and Robots, it's everything in the name. You know, the namesake of death and
right.
robots, and
And if
sometimes
you've
love.
never seen heavy metal, that was a movie that came out, the animated one
1980,
for
yeah,
adults.
80s animated
Yeah, in the 80s.
anthology. Lots of
Super
sex,
awesome,
lots of
for sure.
murder, lots of
Yeah,
magic and stuff. So basic,
definitely worth the watch.
basically, this is that idea of an anthology, just variety of animation, while also just having some sick ass stories that are still in the genre of the theme of love and death and robots.
Right. And the this time around we got our first sequel to another episode because each episode is standalone. Each
That's
one's
true.
very different from the other ones, but we finally got one in season 3 that works as a sequel to a previous one involving 3 little robots.
Yeah, and it's also really cool that it's the first episode of the third season. Also
Right.
happens to be the first episode of the first volume.
True. I'm since they're all anthologies, I watch them out of order. Kind of like
Exactly.
Flamingo
That's the
Games
best
how
way
I
to do
watch
it.
it.
To just
Yeah,
shuffle and just be like, yeah.
I think so. Each episode stands on its own as being a phenomenal story that's like self-contained within itself and is short. Some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are like 30 minutes. None of them
Yeah.
are that long.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Phenomenal storytelling in
exactly.
very short
These
time frames.
exactly. And like you could also just categorize like each one into the subgenres of either, comedic, dramatic, or just full on action, full throttle adventure.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
show is a little bit of everything for anyone.
It's got everything
Just
for everyone's taste. Even if you're
right,
not big on gore and horror, there is just something there for everybody. Like
right.
for
Uh,
ex- For example, the three
Starting
robots one does fall into the
right.
comedic category one. Absolutely.
It's called the exit strategies. Whereas in the first time we saw 3 robots, which is the season 1, we see 3 little robots exploring humanity after it's been nuked off the face of the earth.
Pretty much
So like
post-apocalyptic
exploring the
adventure.
post-apocalyptic world exactly. And yeah, discovering what led to humanity's downfall. It sounds really bleak, but it's
It is.
actually very lighthearted and
I think.
almost humorous.
I think the best part about it is the fact that the robots just feel like they're on vacation, and
Oh,
the
for
the,
sure,
the
yeah.
one that sounds like Siri is just just taking pictures and saying
Right.
what humans say, like, "Oh, look at it, see it do a little trick."
Right. And it's awesome just seeing these little robots just go across the world and point out humanity's hypocrisies and what led to our downfall in a
Absolutely.
hypothetical sense, of
Oh yeah,
course.
completely hypothetical. It's not like none of
Uh,
this is accurate at all. No, no,
right.
no, no, no.
And that's the thing, because none of it has happened yet, but it's entirely
It
believable that
gets
it will.
it gets very heavy because of how believable it is, especially
Right.
the second part where you're just like, oh,
Hmm.
so the wealthy just took off to Mars. What about the 99.9%?
Right.
It's just a.
And that's it. Like this episode, Exit Strategies, is about how some of humanity made it off of the planet.
Hmm.
And we're not not gonna spoil who at the end successfully leaves the planet.
No.
But
The ending is literally the best part. No spoilers for that.
right.
But the best thing about this is going into it blind and just knowing that it's a funny post-apocalyptic robot exploration thing is just enough for you to just be like, wow, that's curious. What does that mean?
I never thought we would get a sequel to another episode, but it ended up being great.
Do you think there would be a higher demand for sequels for certain episodes now, or?
Man, this show is so phenomenal.
It
Each
is.
episode deserves 40 seasons attached
I want
to
it
each
exactly.
one individually.
I want it all injected to my veins, bro. Like it's so good.
But I agree. It's one of those shows that like I would watch every single day for the rest of my life and be okay.
Exactly.
Just variety. It's great.
And then there's also two. Not that they're the only reason some of them would be somewhat connected is if the animation is also somewhat similar, which is the which brings us to our next one. For seasons 1, this one was called Beyond the Aquila Rift, and for season 3, it was called In the Vault of the Halls Entombed. And the animation on both of them is just wow, just stunning, human-like 3D animation that also goes really, really in with some of the more intimate scenes, but also the brutality is just really fucking
I think
good.
we're getting into a weird place where, well, I wouldn't compare it to the Michael B. Jordan episode in season 2 because the photorealism in that episode is just insane.
It's staggering, absolutely.
Right. I feel like the faces are a little off,
Mm,
but like the animation's still great.
No, you're complete. That's why like I did think about the Michael Jordan B episode, but I was just like, like it's a little the same, but at the same time, photorealism and like roto capture and all that, and, like the way they did, yeah, it was cool. It was so cool.
But yeah, according to Netflix itself, it says modern warfare meets elder gods. A special forces squad on a hostage rescue mission finds himself trapped in a prison containing an age-old evil.
That's between the two that I mentioned. That one is literally my favorite. One of the best.
It's my favorite of the season.
Oh, yes.
I'm a sucker for elder gods.
It's fucking
anything
awesome.
crazy and big and yeah.
And it's also really cool that we got some familiar faces in that one. We got Captain Boomerang's Jai Courtney.
Oh yeah, Jai Courtney. A lot of people don't like Jai Courtney.
No, they do a lot.
But if you don't like Jai Courtney, you should watch this anyway because
because a lot of death. But also Joe Manganiello's in this one. Deathstrokes.
I kept seeing Joe Manganiello, but every now and then his face looked too big, and I was like, "Is that even Joe Manganiello?"
Did you notice that too? I was saying that, like with the helmet and everything, like some angles, I was looking at it like, what did they do to this head?
Other people, I kept throwing me off, but I loved it.
It was very, very good.
Really, really cool episode. I would love a video game or something. I just need more Lovecrafty and giant cosmic space gods.
Absolutely. 100%.
Media.
100%.
It's just a cool medium, and I want to see more of it.
It is 100%. And then there's also another thing that I think season 1 was also the only time we actually saw a live action one, like that one with Topher Grace and Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, that's right. When they're in the freezer.
Yeah.
Civilization. That was cute.
I was looking through it. I was like, yeah, this is the only one where real people are in this shit. Like everything else is like animated or like really animated or just like really, really, I'm trying to think of that others. Like what kind of animation would you call Hibaro or The Witness? Like what kind of animation would you call that?
3D animation.
Just 3D? Yeah, okay. It would just fall into that category. Yeah.
Right. It's almost CGI, but not really.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it falls blurry kind of lines between
Jibaro or Hibaro, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Which is another fantastic.
That one.
Short.
I got a divided kind of thing, but at the same time, I was blown away.
People suck, especially when like art is given them, like art that you have to decipher for yourself.
Yes, it's all up to interpretation.
That episode is definitely that.
It's
Um,
so fucking good. But like, not even that. The design, like for all the characters, was just so brilliant. You're immediately submerged in this historical piece, and you're just like, wow. So
again, I'm gonna read the Netflix description of the
there,
episode. It's
there you go.
a deaf knight and a siren of myth become entwined in a deadly dance, a fatal attraction infused with blood, death, and treasure. Um, that's basically it. A
It
deaf knight,
is. That's the story.
who's a Spanish conquistador, seems to be in like a, I'm guessing it's like a Puerto Rican forest, and they find a lake in this forest,
Mm.
and the deaf knight finds gold, and inside the lake is a beautiful siren who's just covered in gold and jewels and stuff. And she
Gorgeous.
starts singing, and everybody goes crazy and starts butchering each other, and it's awesome.
It was so
And
fucking. The
she's like
siren song.
breakdancing like on the water, like
She was
I'm
getting
gonna kill
crunk.
it,
She was getting with it.
uh.
And then these
Exactly.
motherfuckers were like, "Hey, you want to dance?" She was like, "Nah." And they're like, "Me either."
Oh, so
Just fucking. They just back
exactly.
off.
And then our deaf knight is just witnessing this massacre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of all of these people killing each other, and it freaks him out, so he runs away. And our girl, Miss Siren, I think falls in love with this guy because he's not like everyone else. Like her song doesn't affect him because he's deaf. And so she becomes like a little obsessed, tries to go find him, successfully finds him. He realizes she's gold, and
Literal.
long story short, rips it all away from her.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It is very,
Um,
very sad.
it's a beautiful story, though, about two people who love each other for the wrong reasons,
Mm,
meeting each other
mm.
and just killing one another. And I think that's probably why there's a divide. Um, it portrays toxic relationships and like two horrible people hurting each other,
Just
you
really,
know,
yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah.
pursuit of love or something, or
Very
claiming
tragic
it's
love
love.
story indeed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, by the end, they're both still themselves. Like the siren's still a siren, just without her gold, and the conquistador is a dead conquistador.
Yeah,
Could have been dead.
yeah.
It's
They're all still monsters in their own respectives. You know what I
definitely
mean?
there are no heroes in that story, and I love
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
And it's also gorgeous. I just like watching people
It,
dance.
it,
Any
it is a
storyteller dance is
spectacle.
awesome.
Like, there's no one that can say that wasn't a spectacle. The visuals alone were just so stunning. I love
Right.
it. I
And
love
did
it.
you say that it was done by the production company that also did The Witness in the first volume?
Yes, yes, I heard that.
There you go. That's awesome.
Alfonso, I can't remember the name. I'm sure you know the name. I can't remember the name,
No
but it's the
idea.
same director for. Oh no, you cannot. Never mind.
I'm not
Okay.
even gonna attempt.
So there's also in each one there's always some kind of comedic, either one or two that's in each season. And for this
Oh,
season,
this one we got a couple.
yeah, and this
We
season we
got
got,
three.
yeah. So
Well,
but
two and a half.
two and a half, yeah. Because one of them was
Yeah.
more like A team, like comedy driven, and then the
Right.
other one was fucking mini
Right. But I was
zombies.
also thinking of the one with the mice, but then that wasn't even funny.
Right. No.
Like it
I
was
mean,
just
like,
kind of
no.
endearing.
It still had some moments,
Right.
but
Like I thought it was, and then I was like, oh, it's kind of endearing. I think it's just the blocking animation, but we'll get to that.
yeah. But okay. So let me for the first one. Let me get the description for Night of the Mini Dead. A bit of unholy cemetery sex ends badly, kicking off a worldwide zombie plague. It's the cutest apocalypse you'll ever see.
I love this episode so
This was
much.
so
It's
cool.
adorable. You can
Yep.
get through it in 5 minutes, like literally. It happens so quickly. There's no dialogue. Well, there's very little
Yeah,
dialogue.
it's 7 minutes in total, 2 minutes of credits, and 5 minutes of just total fucking mayhem.
But
Fucking
yeah,
couple.
that little synopsis gave it away.
Yeah,
Two people
literally.
defile a cemetery, start a zombie apocalypse, and there you go. The world ends up nuking itself. Um,
I just think that the beginning was a little bit of a callback to every horror and zombie movie
yeah,
ever. That like you
yeah.
started with sex in a place where you
Oh, for
shouldn't have
sure.
had sex. You fucked
Oh
up.
man, it's beautiful. If you've ever wanted to watch a zombie movie but were too afraid, Just do this one. It's
Just
so
do this
cute.
one.
You can watch it quickly, and it's literally everyone.
That's
You
literally
know.
that's literally why this one and then this other one are like my favorite of this comedic season. Kill Team Kill. Just
Oh, Kill Team Kill was pretty
a
wild.
hundred
I
percent
love.
octane craziness.
Yeah. Kill Team Kill, according to Netflix, is U.S. Special Forces are trained to neutralize any threat, even a cybernetic killing machine created by the CIA. Their secret weapon, a sense of humor. Um, yeah, it's about these like a small team of U.S. Special
Special
Forces
forces, yeah.
who are trying to go find another squad, and they end up finding a honey badger that doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit. Time to kill each
Actually,
other.
it's a bear, but I
Fuck
think it's
you,
going
honey
back.
badger.
Right, it goes back to that honey badger
Yeah,
meme
that shit
from back in
was
the day.
oh fucking phenomenon.
It's a giant cybernetic bear with like
Bro,
metal armor under
as
its fur and ballistic coating
as
and
soon as I saw that
has
half bear face, I
giant.
was like, "That's a
Oh,
bear
it's so
turn. That's a bear Terminator. I'm fucking out.
oh
Like
for
I would have
sure.
been left."
It's bloody. It's hilarious because we got great voice talent like Joel
Yes,
McHale and
Joe
Seth
McHale.
Green and
We got Steve
uh,
Bloom as two characters,
there you go.
and then
That
fucking
man, that episode is just a good time.
it's a great fucking time. That's one of my favorite. It's probably like in top five of all seasons. It's probably up there, definitely
And
there.
the animation is great. It's almost anime, but it's like very Western, you
It
know? Like,
yes, you get a lot of anime
uh,
influences in the battles and like
for
also the
sure.
music, but like it's
Yeah.
also very
It's
Western
like
because of
reading a comic book almost,
it.
which is very colorful.
That's dude, you hit it right on the fucking head. That was
Yeah,
so good.
that's how I
Uh,
feel.
okay, so this next one, the animation is very, very different, 3D animated. But what's so brilliant about this one is just you get a little bit of mix of technology versus primitive, and it's just Mason's rats. And
Oh, I love
the
Mason's Rats.
description for this Netflix episode is welcome to the Ratpocalypse. Farmer Mason knows he has a real pest problem when they start shooting back. Bloody hell. So this
uh,
guy has a big old rat problem in his
right.
farm, and so he
And
tries to.
not just a rat problem. These
No.
rats are on some uh like Fern Gully stuff,
I'm
bro. Like
I'm
they
saying,
have
bro.
bow and arrows and weapons and tools and stuff, and they're going to war, and it's
And so
awesome.
this farmer has to get some pest control, and apparently the pest control literally comes in with every piece of new technology, saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is what you need if you want to kill your rats."
Yeah. They get a whole like surveillance thing going on, and then
But these rats are
uh
resilient, motherfucker. They
right.
don't take shit from anyone.
They take down all the surveillance and end up giving dude like a robot scorpion called the TT-15 or
I was like,
something.
"Is that a fucking Scorpica? What the hell?"
Yeah, it was super cool. And this freaking thing just starts mowing through rats. The the scorpion itself is the rat apocalypse.
That's
It
what
is
I'm
just
saying.
laying waste to all these rats in
Like
an
most
extremely horrible fashion.
Like most of the time, you see the rats taking out the technology off screen, but when you finally see this scorpion just going in on these
Oh
rats, you're
man,
just like, ugh,
poor
I
rats.
feel bad
And
for
then, yeah, just
them.
so does Mason, like our guy who hired the people to kill the rats. So
He's
he
like,
ends up like,
man,
you know what?
this ain't
I'm
right.
sorry. Kills the thing. And then he has his own rat army at the end. See,
Hmm.
fight fire with rats.
Thinking outside the
That was
box.
fun.
That was
And
a
it's
really
funny.
fun episode.
Yeah, like I hear rats are incredibly loyal and stuff too, especially as
Oh yeah,
pets.
yeah. Yeah.
So like I don't know, it's just fun
Look at
to watch.
Ratcatcher, Suicide
Rat,
Squad.
Ratcatcher 2.
And then there's we got another 3D
Yeah, we got a
animated
lot of
one
episodes.
called The Swarm.
Swarm was pretty freaking cool.
That was fucking
Two
awesome.
human scientists study the secrets of an ancient alien entity, but soon learn the horrible price of survival in a hostile universe.
Dude, the alien designs in this episode, I fucking loved it. How fucking
Super awesome.
brutish it looked, you know?
Right. So we get a glimpse um of some what's the word? I guess aliens in the beginning of the movie that are like
Yeah, I was
little
like,
aliens.
aliens.
They're they're animals but intelligent, which is cool.
Clearly.
Because we never really see that.
Yeah.
Every time we see an intelligent race, they're always humanoid because humans are vain at the end of the day. But this one is cool because we have a whole swarm of aliens and species and stuff. Like a bunch of different ones. And it reminded me of Marvel's Brood. The X-Men villains from space who were just that, like a bunch of different species of animals that just conquer.
There's still a lot of alien life we haven't seen in Marvel, but yeah, like bug life alien stuff was just my bread and butter. I love that shit.
The Brood is sick. And so like imagine if an anthill was like huge. You know what I'm saying?
In a nutshell, yeah.
The whole idea is being able to weaponize order, but like that level of order. You know what I'm saying? Where everything goes back to
like a big old hive mind kind of shit.
Yeah, and it's awesome because like there's a big hive brain Cthulhu thingy that forms just for the purpose of conversation with humanity.
Yes.
Like, the idea behind like hive mind intelligence and stuff like this episode really got my gears turning.
It really,
like science fiction and alien stuff.
Oh yeah, the Swarm was really fucking good. Absolutely. But like you know, it was crazy what you were talking about, like the unified hive mind and like speaking through like a medium or like putting like a tentacle or something speaking through like a body, because that literally segues into another episode which is really fucking good, one of the best ones of the season.
Man. Bad traveling.
So the synopsis here is: release the Thanapod. A ship's crew member sailing an alien ocean strikes a deal with a ravenous monster of the deep. And holy fuck, so goddamn good. The monster design was good. The fucking animation was good. Everything was super
cool. It's an alien pirate story.
It's literally a fucking alien crab that has like this fucking a tentacle that can speak through bodies, and it goes
there's this crew of there's a crew of pirates, and they're looking for, I guess they're hunting for something called a javel shark.
Yeah.
Which is we don't find out why they're hunting for these until later. But in the process, they get boarded by something called the Thanapod, which is a big ass crab thing,
giant
scary looking thing with tentacles and stuff.
Yeah.
And this thing can speak through the dead by putting tentacles up its butt and like
literally in the ass, just using it like a puppet. Hello.
Puppets of people, exactly like that. Or you got that.
Give me the fucking formula, crabs.
Exactly. And so a crab guy gets locked in the ship, and they send this guy named Torin, who's voiced by Troy Baker.
Troy fucking Baker, yeah.
Who you know from the Arkham games.
The Arkham games. A lot of shit. Troy Baker's a fucking voice acting.
He also voiced other people in other games.
And other things.
He's great in this. But he makes a deal with the giant crab. He says, I'll take you to this island if you don't eat me, basically.
He's like, yeah, but you have to feed me something. He's like, well, I got these friends. I don't know if you're hungry. They're like, oh, yeah. Treachery all around.
Everything that you want in pirate media. Like, if you want treachery.
Literally, treachery and more treachery, then this is for you.
And guns and shooting people and voting.
And voting?
Islands,
literal voting.
And crabs. Oh, crabs.
God. Crabs!
Fire. The only thing I didn't like was the ending, because he just like...
It was very abrupt. Yeah.
Why the hell did you go to the freaking island if you're just gonna set your boat on fire?
Literally.
It doesn't make any sense. I thought you were only going there to like, all right, here's this island, have fun, bye, and then leave. And instead, he just
like I thought we were gonna get some kind of ending where he fucked himself over and he gets onto the island and there's a bunch of Thanapods. Like I thought that would have been fucking cool. Also kind of hilarious.
You know, like there had to have been more monsters and stuff in there.
No way there wasn't. Like I would love this. I would love for a sequel for this, just to see all kinds of sea life, like the alien oceans.
I've always said it. We need more pirate media.
We do.
We just need more of it.
But imagine
And
alien pirate media.
Oh, Alien Pirate. Dude, Treasure Planet is still one of my favorite movies.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? I love Treasure Planet.
It needs
Even
some.
though it's just Treasure Island in space.
It's that's why it's called Treasure Planet.
It's
All
the
right.
same story. And the
last episode of this season, and it has to do with space travel.
always.
The very pulse of the machine.
This one blew my mind.
The synopsis is: when an exploratory mission to the Jovian moon ends in disaster, the lone survivor must begin a perilous but mind-expanding journey. And boy, was it
Mind-expanding is the key word here.
very much so, because
they take that shit literally.
Yeah.
Open up somebody's mind and turn it into data, and then we see inside it.
Literally, this woman was almost dying, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a hole in her face. If you didn't know what Jovian was, I guess it means Jupiter's moon.
I think, I think so, yeah.
It's basically two people on Io who are there for a reason.
For colonizing, research, some fucking reason, whatever.
And then they find out the moon is sentient. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, like it's talking to them.
It's gorgeous, though.
It's like beautifully.
The planet itself, at one point, like the mountains start turning into like women.
I think
it's just insane.
Exactly. I think my favorite quote from this episode is like, if I'm gonna die, I might as well be high. Yeah, literally. She just went.
Shoots
herself with morphine.
There's what was that one? I don't know.
Was it another season?
No, yeah. There's a line in. No, it was this in. Let me see. It was in the vaulted halls of the entombed.
Yeah.
My favorite line of that episode was "God's dead, embrace the suck."
Yes, like when Jai Courtney was praying, and then Susie Crabgrass was like, "Stop."
Right. That was like.
Yeah. I only call her that because I can't remember her Walking Dead character's name.
Her name.
I've never ever. I don't think I've ever finished the show, if I'm being totally honest.
It's declassified. Well, yeah, it's still going on. It took 3 years for them to tell the last season. They split it into 3 parts.
Dude, and there's 2 fucking spin-offs they're already making for the show. Oh my god damn.
One of them already happened, right?
Yeah, I know, but there's another one already on the way. So
isn't it like Carol and Daryl?
Yeah, so I think Melissa McBride. No, not Melissa. Oh yeah, Melissa McBride dropped out of the show. So.
Oh really?
It's not gonna be the same. No, it's not.
So it's gonna be Daryl and himself.
Literally.
Daryl and Daryl.
But okay, if you had to pick your favorite comedic one of the whole show, like what would it be? Like not just this season. What would it be?
Of the ever?
Yeah. Of the entirety of the show. Would it be the one that you've already listed, or would it be one from season 1?
I don't know. Season 1 had some fucking. You know what? I'm going. Okay, I know it. Drum roll. Alright. My number 1 favorite comedic love, death, and robots is Night of the Mini Dead. It is
excellent choice.
Perfect entry into zombie media while being the simplest, minimalistic version of it and being incredible at the same time.
Still, yeah, especially that nuclear plant scene. So good.
It was funny.
He's like, zombies? Not in my country.
Not in my country. But yeah, Love, Death, and Robots was a phenomenal show that I can't stop recommending to anybody who likes
just things, like anything in general. Whether you're looking for
stuff, watch it.
Bots or death, this is for you.
I showed my parents Hibaro, or my mom at least.
Okay. How'd she feel about it?
Oh, she loved it. She was like, "Yo, this is super cool, magical, and it's amazing."
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Special of that, but of what?
Wait, say that again.
I said I could watch a whole Broadway special of Hebo. Like if that was a show or something, like an actual musical or something.
Damn,
I'd
I've
watch
never actually thought about that. That's actually
it. It'd be
pretty fucking
awesome.
crazy idea. The
It'd be a
set design
sick idea.
alone would be pretty fucking
But what
cool.
you want to talk about?
Oh no, I was talking about the other comedic ones from season 1 because they had some hits, like you were saying.
I
Like
don't remember a lot.
when the yogurt took over was pretty
I
fucking
do
good.
remember that actually.
That fucking
When the
animation was
yogurt took over,
bizarre,
was
but
funny.
it was still really funny.
That was cute. But remember that one episode of season 2 and the robots start killing people?
Oh yeah, it said if your automated fucking machine starts killing you, because they were all like,
Remember?
oh, they were all like the fucking people from Wall-E, where all the robots were taking
Yeah,
care of them.
they were fat and weird looking.
Weird looking as hell. There was that old woman, and then that old neighbor that she was trying to get his attention, but like nothing was
Yeah,
happening.
she's funny.
Yeah, and then there was that Hitler one, the alternate histories one. Honestly, I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind a
I
second part
forgot
to
about
that.
that.
That one was pretty
Oh yeah,
funny.
that was fun.
Yeah,
I had a
like
good time with that one.
because it was like, so what would happen if Adolf Hitler died before World War II? And like, there's all these stupid, fucking crazy scenarios, but it also gives you like the cartoon version of what would happen. Like, it's a
Right.
cool like simulator app idea of like
Mm-hmm.
multiversity, or what was it called? Just the multiverse app or something, or alternate? No, it
Which
was called alternate histories. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, alternate history. I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's
What?
what.
So like, I think that alone, that idea and concept alone, could just be brilliant enough for anything, like for
Yeah,
any other
I
part, you know.
agree, man. Just because like it's alternate history, like we already know how history went. Any sort of alternate versions or retellings of stuff is always fun. That's why Inglorious Bastards is so
It's
good,
so
and
fucking good.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because
And then it literally ends with
everything's on
what if
business.
Lincoln shot first, and then you just see Abe Lincoln with a fucking revolver. It's just like
Yeah,
wow.
that's hilarious, man. I had a good time. But
Yeah.
like you said, Ice Age. Remember that was kind of funny.
Yes, it
A
was.
couple of that was the one with the people in the freezer.
Yeah, because like decades, no, like millennia was going every time they
Yeah, that
closed the
was cool.
fridge and then
It
opened
was
it
like
back up.
Sims.
Huh?
Pocket God. They were
Yeah,
playing Pocket God. It
literally.
reminded me of like Sims. You had
Or
your
like,
own
so
universe.
how many years are gonna go forward if we open this fucking fridge? He's like, I don't fucking know. It was like thousands of years had already passed. Like first it was the Ice Age. They saw cavemans and mammoths. They close it, and then the fucking biosphere is there with all the fucking new animals and shit.
Kind of horrifying.
It was crazy. Imagine
You
you
know,
open your freezer and there's just a whole civilization in there.
it's like, things aren't supposed to be growing in here. That's the whole point of a freezer.
Literally.
But yeah, jumping off of our science fiction, well, not too much off of our science fiction stuff with Love, Death, and Robots. One last plug, go watch that shit.
Hmm.
But we got to talk about these Marvels, like always.
Oh yeah, we need
Today,
to.
we got a new trailer for Thor Love and
And
Thunder.
thunder.
Um, man, we got our first look at Gore the
Cool.
God Butcher.
Christian Bale looks like
Christian
Drax and
Bale.
Voldemort had an illegitimate child.
Right, and everybody was cacaing on this look before everybody saw the trailer. When he was leaked on some toy cover
But
thing.
like we all know that toys and like board games and like certain merchandise they do before the movie's gonna give something away, especially
There's
character
this
design.
right, but he looks so good in footage,
He
like so
does.
that.
He does.
There's a shot in the trailer where he's stepping out of the shadows with his hood on, and his nose is like black, but it looks like 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 a shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah. That was a
I
good
love
silhouette.
that shot specifically because it reminds me of Gore the God Butcher from the comics because he has no nose. You know, it looks almost smooth, but then when he comes out and he has the whole Bale nose, I'm like, hey, there you go, Bale nose. But
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to this movie just to see the mighty Thor be Thor. You know, it's cool to have a female Thor on screen. We have King Valkyrie showing up, doing some cool things.
We
Uh,
also, yeah. We
we
got
got
this.
Korg, great
Yes.
storyteller.
That
Everybody loves Korg.
was awesome. We got Russell Crowe's as Zeus.
We got Rutherford Growth.
Making movies and making swords, fighting around the world.
And making Thor naked, but flicking his clothes off.
Did you notice that he had a Loki tattoo on his back?
That's cute.
I was like, damn.
I thought it was funny that all the ladies fainted.
Yeah, I was like, is that supposed to be like Athena and Aphrodite or some shit?
Like,
or is that just.
the hammer.
Stormbreaker.
It's like, oh, that makes me so Thor.
Oh, Thor. That was good. Good little callback.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. July 8th. My mom saw the trailer and she was like, I'm going with you to the theaters to see that. Which, like, she's
like really motivated to see it, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in the movie in theaters since pre-COVID, so this is bringing her back out.
Yep. But we got to see the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster's Thor. We got to see the hammer scatter when she like twirled it and then she hit like all those guys. Awesome.
I remember reading that she was able to like control parts of the hammer. Like,
yeah, because it's shattered because of Hela. Yeah.
So such a cool idea. You know, this is crazy. I've noticed that Marvel Comics and the MCU are linked a lot closer than most people would realize. Right now in comics, if you were to go read the more current issue of Thor, like the one that's coming out right now, that's written by Donny Cates, they're doing this whole thing called Banner of War, where he's fighting Hulk. If you notice, in that comic, Thor's hammer, and this is new as of like a couple of weeks, is broken up and reassembled just like the hammer that we see the mighty Thor wield in Love and Thunder. And the thing's crazy is at first, Love and Thunder, like, breaking the hammer, reassembling the hammer, and having Jane Foster control each piece of it this way seems pretty new. But the fact that like now the Marvel Comics have something so visually, Mjolnir will have those lines and the reconstruction part of it is just very interesting to notice that like Mjolnir just looks like that now, always.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the permanent look now, you know?
Yeah, so like, say you've never heard of Thor or never seen Thor in a movie, and you were to watch that and then find the mighty Thor, female Jane Foster Thor, see your hammer, and then go read Thor comics, still see that same hammer. It's a great way for like newcomers to learn about this stuff without fully having to embrace the hundreds of years.
No, yeah. Like I've noticed that more and more that the MCU is kind of like catching up to a certain pace to the comics and saying like, hey,
not even that. They work simultaneously. Like Marvel Comics work to help out for example, they did not just do Death of Doctor Strange for no reason.
No.
They did Death of Doctor Strange as a comic because Doctor Strange 2 is dropping. And spoilers, the new Doctor Strange is Clea, who we just learned is now in the MCU. Like,
and yeah,
they know what they're doing.
For
the way
those...
they market the comics with their movies is kind of amazing.
No, yeah, that's what. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when we first, like for example, like for me, like when Sam Wilson was first becoming Captain America, like we were still at a time where the Avengers movies were still coming out, like Age of Ultron and stuff. So like even then, I was still thinking to myself, how long is it gonna take for him to pass the shield to someone? Now that we have Winter Soldier and Falcon now, and now here we fucking are. Falcon and Winter Soldier is established that the new Captain America is indeed the Falcon. And then Mighty Thor is here already. Like, look at all the fucking Avengers we're getting. Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, we got Gore. I think as a comic, Gore just came out when Thor Ragnarok was being made. So he's like very fresh as far as the character is concerned.
I think Taika went right to the comic store as soon as he finished Ragnarok, and he was like, "All right, so who's the new villain? I should. Who the fuck is this? Like, imagine
Taika White Titties.
white titties.
That guy's awesome.
He's awesome.
Another thing we wanted to talk about today is that it's been trending all over the world.
Oh yeah, the new Marvel news in the Namor. Well, first let's talk about the discourse of the reasoning behind this. It was more or less people were saying that, oh well, they're confused, saying that Namor might be confused with Aquaman because of their similarities. But
All right, before we jump into that, the news is that Namor the Submariner, or Namor, I'm
Namor,
not even sure how you pronounce it.
you have to
Yeah,
do the rolling of the R's now.
Namor. Yeah,
Namor,
he is reportedly the villain in Black
antagonist more
Panther 2.
likely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, there you
yeah.
go. In Black Panther 2, and Namor the Submariner in Marvel Comics is the like oldest superhero they've ever had.
One of the first
Um,
1940 appearances,
Yeah,
yes.
dude's the OG, triple OG. Predates Aquaman even.
But his
Um,
origin is changing a little bit, isn't it?
yeah, not too much,
No, no, no.
but in the best kind of way. Just because, like, again, Aquaman's out, and Marvel's loving this whole diversity thing.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying to,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, for good reason, but like, um, I think they love culture, especially Phase 4, like with Shang-Chi and stuff. They like exploring different cultures, and especially with Kamala Khan, Pakistani culture.
But at the same time,
Super
like to think of a rival, maybe kingdom for Wakanda, if like to think
yeah,
that they would have to have some kind of civilization that also is connected to
perfect.
history, like they
Hmm.
would have to, incorporate this Aztec Mayan civilization that they're creating
Beautiful.
to a
And that
submerged Atlantis kind of
right.
thing.
And that's the thing that Marvel always done better than DC. DC always has fictional worlds,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
Atlantis fits, Metropolis, Gotham, all that stuff.
Very true.
But the thing that makes Marvel great that they're in places that are real and stuff. So although in this time around they're apparently changing his origin to be an underwater lost Mayan slash Aztec city that I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think that a name is gonna be established for the city, but yeah, it's like an underwater submerged
Yeah,
ancient
it's
Aztec Mayan.
it's a
Namor's
great
Latino, okay? Just Namor's
right
fucking Latino. That's it.
now he is with the messed up hairline. Um, but
With the
it's
fucked up hairline.
right. It goes back way back.
Literally, that shit goes way
Uh,
the fuck back.
right, but it's a great way for Marvel to explore culture, and that's what they've been really excelling in the last couple of years. Exploring new cultures and making people feel represented and stuff.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think it's dude, how like genius is it to like make the biggest movie for Black and African American, not even African culture,
Mhm.
um, with Black Panther, and then follow it up with equal culture to like Mexican people. You know what I'm saying? Like all of
It's
these,
very, very,
like
yeah,
it's just
inclusive.
cool.
I think
You
it's
know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
We
That's a
like
great way to just
to think that we
get
would
things
never really
happening.
think of all the characters that we could have claimed as Latino. Like, did you ever think in a million years we'd be doing that for Namor? Like,
Bro,
honestly,
he's awesome. And if they keep him the way he is in comics, this is the best case scenario because like Namor the Submariner is like the suavest, no bullshit given like character. You know what I'm
takes no
saying?
shit. Absolutely never
He's
takes shit.
he's kind of stolen uh Mr. Fantastic's wife.
Dude, I know. Like, there's so many moments where
Man,
Susan's like, "Come on, Namor. Like, I'm married," but she's like,
man.
"All right, he doesn't have to know." Like,
I know, and dude's like old. You know what I'm
real
saying?
shit. He's
So
old as fuck. Like, he's been ruling that. Well, not ruling the kingdom. Like, he's
right.
a prince.
And I think they
Basically, yeah.
another reason they're like claiming they're changing his origin because in Marvel he is also a mutant, like chronologically one of the first mutants in Earth.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
I don't know if they want to follow that quite yet. Although we have our share of mutants in the
Yeah,
multiverse,
yeah,
the
yeah.
main Marvel
There's
universe seems to be steering clear of that for now.
Yeah, with the whole thing with what happened in Multiverse of Madness, I think that they're painting a picture of saying that we're not gonna do the mutant thing for a minute, so
Yeah,
just kind
I
of
think it's
stay
their way of
on
saying like,
by,
all right,
stand by
shut
on
up.
that.
We'll give you a little bit of it, and
Yeah,
we'll
they're like,
let you
here,
just, you know,
just watch him
let me
die
talk.
again. There you go. No, I'm just kidding. It's like Jesus Christ. Every time you want to reboot the universe, what has to happen? Oh, he has to die.
Right.
All right.
Oh, and another quick news. I'm not sure if you heard this. This is actually the first time we're talking about this specific news.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The rumor is that Jason Sudeikis is probably going to be playing Ted Gord in Blue Beetle, which is
No,
awesome
dude.
for
I would be
Madcast.
so excited for that. That is so awesome.
Jason Sudeikis as Ted Gord is
I
perfect.
would. I love Jason Sudeikis. So Jason
If
Sudeikis in
we, oh my
anything.
god,
But if you're gonna make a
dude,
Blue Beetle, I'm gonna bust a fucking nut. Like, oh my
if
fucking
you
god.
give me a Booster Gold in this movie, Disney or not even Disney, DCU won me over. Like that's
Exactly.
it.
That's what I'm
You're
saying. But
finally
like,
doing things right.
okay, so if they're getting him for Blue Beetle, who, in your opinion, would be a
Blue
good
Gold.
booster gold for him?
Uh,
Like a good dynamic that they would have together.
Let me think of some great boost. Brad Pitt. I'm just kidding.
That'd be awesome if only, but that's not gonna
Right. So
happen.
expensive.
Oh man.
Uh, let me think. Who could be really good?
You know who I could
Booster
see,
Gold.
but they're not gonna do it because he's already in Stargirl.
Oh,
Joel McHale.
yeah,
I would like his
yeah,
booster, but that's not gonna happen.
yeah, yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But like,
Yo,
who else? Like, who would even fit that
uh,
persona right
there's a
now?
lot of people, man.
That's
I'm
true.
specifically thinking of like blondies, which are
I
probably
know.
too
I was
soon.
like, it's really limiting to just think of a blonde for Booster Gold. They
Right.
should just
Um,
do his hair like that.
I got it. You ready?
Go.
Ben Affleck.
no,
Now people would be so mad.
no. You know who should
Okay.
do it for real? You know
Who
who
is
should
it?
do it for real? Meryl Streep.
Oh, dude, she has range.
Dude,
She could do it.
she could pull it off, man.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Uh, if not her, Lawrence Fishburne.
no. Yes, absolutely. But
Just
also back to what we were saying about Namor.
the Submariner.
Yeah, the Submariner. The leaked image was blurry, but a lot of it does look very Aztec. Like if you've ever seen The Road to El
Yeah,
Dorado, like
I've
basically
seen.
that whole fit looks exactly like what they were wearing in the
Right.
movie.
I saw a picture of the wrap photo for like or the wrap gift that people got on set of the movie, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
Aztec jaguar god,
yeah. Yeah.
which is fucking cool.
I was
And I
like,
saw another picture of apparently, oh well, I saw a mock-up like of somebody in, I'm guessing in the visual arts department.
dude.
Um, I drew a picture of what Namor or Namor looks like in the comic or in the movie. And it's very much like the comic, only with little Mayan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
speedo, just
Of course.
golden, uh, outlining. But there's another shot, another like the apparently get up that he gets where he's wearing like that headdress that Aztec people used to wear, but this one looks like that jaguar god. And I'm just like, there's no jaguars in the ocean.
No. I was like, they should really use like a shark or some kind of
It's a
ocean type.
shark.
A shark.
Yo,
Why didn't
use
they
a
use like a
thanapod.
gator or something? Gators are
No,
known to be in
use
like
the
Central America.
thanapod
Use
from
a fucking
Wakanda Forever.
thanapod.
Nah,
I would have liked to seen a crab crown. That would have been cool.
you never know.
What's wrong with the
But
octopus? But whatever.
I know that would be wild.
That would be wild.
Um,
But what? Oh,
I'm
also
looking
another
forward to
rumor
being on
that
the
they were
list.
talking about
Yeah.
was, do you think we're gonna get the like? We saw the boots that they have on the thing, and there's like a slight like shard coming out of it. Do you think those are wings, or do you think that just helps him fly somehow, or would he just have that?
Oh, you mean as far? Oh, yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
And I don't know. I imagine it helps him cut through water when he swims.
That'd be pretty. Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? That's plausible, actually.
I don't know.
But what do you think he'll have, a trident or a spear? Because a lot of people are saying spear because of Aztec and Mayan.
Lame. Give him a trident or
Give him a
give him
fucking
nothing.
trident. I love
You know,
tridents,
give him
man.
a fork.
Give him a big ass fork. Like I need the forks. I need the 3 prongs forks to be like thick. Like I need them to be fucking. Like when he throws it, I want that impact to just feel like oh, like that. I want it to be awesome.
Imperious Rex. Bro.
Imperious
This
Rex.
Is a good movie.
Or is he going to be all dramatic with the Spanish guitar? Imperious Rex. Rex. Or Imperious Sex. That's the new Namor cologne from El Namor. Imperious Sex. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Son of a
Beast.
There's some phenomenal moments between Namor the Submariner and Black Panther in Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers run. So good. The thing about kings is you can't tell kings that you're a better king than them.
Literally.
You can't tell them how to run a kingdom.
It also really sucks that in the comics, Namor is literally a fucking Illuminati member, and we don't even get like a mention of him because we didn't touch on him at all. So.
Oh, you mean as far as in the movies?
Yeah. But like I know it's because of the rights and the Universal bullshit, but like yeah.
Well, it's that, but like it's also the Illuminati we saw in.
It's not the Illuminati. It's AIM Illuminati. But,
yeah. If you read Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers, there's a lot of Illuminati teams.
Oh yeah.
There's one team that's the Justice League, and they fight the Illuminati, like our Illuminati, and it's so sick. It's not like legit Justice League.
No. It wouldn't be like, directly the Justice League, but it's still it's the like, fucking Justice League.
Instead of Martian Manhunter, it's the Jovian. Like, because he's from Mars.
It's laughable. Like you're just sitting there like,
Instead of Superman, it's Sun God. Literally, like ultimate Justice League members at the top of their game in the multiverse.
Oh, bro. No, but
the Illuminati for a couple issues, and it's sick.
Yeah, it is.
I love this. I will never not praise that arc.
Oh, dude, yeah.
New Avengers. It's just so great. Yeah, there's some good stuff out there. Let's see, get 420 blazing. I got these Bob Marley raps here. Look at that.
Oh shit, man.
Pure raps. Don't worry. It's stoned.
It's stoned.
That actually looked really good on cam. That's why I held it up so long. I was like, hey, this light.
Damn. Did the light change at all, or was that just me being high?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo no sé.
You made it sound like fucking Fred Burger. Yes.
Yes. My name is Brad Burger. And I like
burgers. Oh shit.
Yes.
I had to fart. My bad.
No worries, man. We're over here. How long have we been recording? I feel like we've been doing this for a minute.
I feel like this has been either an hour or 50 minutes. Hold on.
I feel like no one here is listening to this part.
Yeah, it's been like 53 minutes.
If you've made it to this part,
yeah,
say beluga whales.
Comment beluga whales if you made it this far. Just say beluga.
That's how we're gonna know the real ones.
I honestly like when people say that narwhals are the unicorns of the sea. I disagree so much. Like I'm just like nah.
They have horns.
They have one horn, and it's like they're creepy looking. I don't think they look like fucking unicorns. They look like gingers. They look like the gingers of the sea. And then the worst part is, I think beluga whales actually have the skin and the texture of an actual fucking unicorn, but they don't have a horn, so they can't be.
What?
They can't be a unicorn.
That's
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It is weird.
D-
That's weird.
But anyway, y'all, I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to go watch Alex Garland's new movie, Men,
Men.
in theaters some places.
So you're going to be inside,
Men.
theoretically, men. You,
In
you are going to be viewing men
the
with your eyes.
no.
No.
But I like Alex Garland. He's made some good movies in the past.
Annihilations.
Annihilation.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina, which has Oscar Isaac dancing amazingly.
Yay. He's
Excuse
also
me.
a psychotic fucking professor, but he's also really fucking hot in that movie. Wait, what? What did you say? I didn't say anything. Shut
You
up.
said no. He also did 28 Days Later.
Oh
And a
yeah, he
movie
did.
I know you love, Dread. You watched that shit like 48 times.
I love Dread.
I remember you when you watched it, and you
Yeah.
were like, bro, this movie's freaking cool. And then watched it like
Max.
4
I
times the
literally
week.
watched it like 40 times after that.
You watched it a bunch of times that week.
I was like, I didn't
you
even
really
watch
like
it. I low key didn't even watch it when it came out in theaters. I was really disappointed. I was like, why didn't I watch this fucking
so
movie?
fair. I didn't see it in theaters, but I remember watching it shortly after it came out, and I was like, yeah, this is cool.
No,
Carl.
that's why I didn't watch it when it came out. I looked up the year. I was like, fuck, why didn't I watch this? So I was like, fuck it,
Hey, bro.
bruh.
Dude, we really need Judge Dredd stuff. We never
That's
got into Judge Death and stuff, like
that's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
really
Like,
metal story.
what sucks is that the movie is that Pete Travis got the directing credit even though he walked off like halfway through
Oh,
filming,
that
and
sucks.
Alex fucking Garland actually finished production.
That explains a
You
lot.
you asked Carl Urban. He even says that. He said the movie would not have been done without Alex Garland. The fact that he came in
Ah,
and saved the movie, he
damn.
fucking saved the movie.
That's tragic, bro.
It's very tragic.
Uh, if you don't know what Judge Dredd is, you suck. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
I
but what
think
I'm
it's
saying
like
is that
a British comic, right?
yeah, it literally started
Uh,
as a British comic. Yeah.
what was it called? Like Judge 2000 AD.
Yeah, it was very futuristic name, just numbers like
Yeah.
Judge 3000 some
Weirdly
shit.
enough, like that comic feels a lot like heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? Which
Yes,
kind of brings
yes.
everything all back around.
Like what's crazy?
But
Yeah, yeah. Like a lot of the shots with just the judge's chin and like him shooting and like with the teeth, like that shit feels very fucking heavy metal. You know?
you know,
Fucking
feels like
awesome.
great science fiction stories being told in
But
their own weird mediums.
so it really sucks that like you can say that Dread is a movie for under Alex Garland's like belt, but still he's not credited with it, which really sucks. And like you don't even hear much from Pete Travis. Yeah, I've never heard anything from Pete Travis after that, so I don't even
Damn.
know what.
I
Yeah,
um what was I gonna say? Uh it's
weird.
kinda like well, no, it's not like this at all.
No.
But it's like James Gunn, when he wrote Scooby Doo 2 and
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead in 2004, like
Yeah,
two of
yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest movies that year. He
Mm-hmm.
wrote both of them, directed none of them, and then
Yes.
he was like, "Bro, I need to make my own movies." And then he made Slither, and it was phenomenal.
I love Slither, man. I love
I
the.
rewatched that movie the day, and it was great.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
favorite
dude, I
movie.
need to. I need to rewatch it. Like Slither used to be like one of my favorites of all time. I need to watch it
I
again.
love Slither when the lady she gets pregnant with all the little Slither babies, and she
Yeah.
looks like a big boob, like she's just a big round
Ever
thing, and
want
her head is like the nipple.
like if you ever want to see this just weird ass fucking mutated skin, everybody just
I love
forming
that.
together to some fucking weird thing, watch Slither. It's so fucking
Yeah.
good.
In the last episode we recorded, the last podcast, we talked about David Cronenberg and body
Mm,
horror.
yes, yes, we
This is
did.
some good body horror.
Slither is very good body horror.
Slither's great.
But
Slither reminds me of Brian Usna's The Society.
oh
Uh,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, because at the end when like they mold into a single flesh pile.
big old fucking pile of skin and nastiness.
It's disgusting, but
But
cool.
It's so cool. And then like you got the other body horrors. You got fucking Tetsuo, the fucking Iron Man.
Tetsuo the Iron Man is so good.
So
out of Japan.
So good.
Yeah, that movie's gross.
I think the only place I literally found it was Shudder. So like that's why like that was the only place I actually like were able to watch it.
For good horror, go on Shudder.
Japanese also, just Japanese horror is just fucking good.
There's this one movie called The Wailing. I don't know what good ass film.
It's fucking good.
I think it's Japanese.
Yeah. No, like I just gave it a random chance one day and I just looked up the synopsis and I was like, that sounds cool. And then like I was like, whoa, this shit goes hard.
Right. Devil.
And then there's also some not even like shout out to fucking also Korean horror. Like there's this one that I saw recently on Shudder called The Pool, where there's a fucking crocodile in that bitch. Yeah, so that's why like this dude's just cleaning up the pool and then like all of a sudden that drain lid or whatever, the fucking thing comes out and so this guy's like maneuvering and hiding from this thing in a big old empty pool.
I'll get paid for this.
I was like, man, how did they stretch this into an hour and a half? This is good. I was like,
you still haven't seen The Sadness yet, huh?
No, I have not. Oh my god, I need to get back on my horror stuff.
That movie will mess you up in the best.
Bro, I'm actually literally gonna be out there Thursday if you want to watch it with me.
Yeah.
You want to make me watch it with you?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll just watch it Wednesday before I go. I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure out what has happened this weekend.
I get you.
Here, if I'm going elsewhere, I might possibly, maybe go take my nephew to Knott's Berry Farm.
Cool.
Hey.
No. That's cool. Well, I'm only gonna be there till the 4th, but I'm still gonna try and make it like out there in July somehow.
July. But yeah, man, we'll see how all that goes.
Yeah. Whatever happens, happens. Man.
I have to get these days off, but we'll see. Come Thursday, I work Thursday.
That's literally what I've been doing all week, just getting all my hours in so I can say I need to take these days off.
That's what you get.
Fuck that motherfucker. No, just yeah, man.
But what you got planned for the rest of the day?
Just for Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm just gonna make sure everything's settled here. I gotta go pick up for Pop. Make sure he got like 2 cartridges before I go.
Yeah.
And then he does need some weeds.
If he doesn't have weeds, how else is he gonna get high?
And then I gotta find. I know Cassidy's carrier is somewhere in the house, but I have to take it because when Nino and Nina are coming like at 6 in the morning to come get me, so I gotta make sure I have everything. And I'm not, and they're not gonna be home, so I'm gonna bring Cass with me this time.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We're taking them over here.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're riding with Nino and Nina?
No, well, technically Randall has the car because they went over there, but they came back a different way. So he's coming to get them, and then I'm just gonna go with them. Cause I was also gonna go just on Thursday, but.
You're like, hey, cool.
Yeah. I was literally telling my mom I'm gonna order my ticket for Thursday. She's like, oh well, I mean, Nino and Nina are coming down Thursday if you want to go with them. I was like, oh, I mean, might as well save money.
True.
Yeah, and then they said they're also literally going back next Thursday as well. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So literally, this has only happened because they left their car in Vegas. Literally. Yep.
That's cool, man. Have you talked to Noel lately? I haven't spoken to him.
No, yeah, that's why. Like I've been texting and calling, but no.
He'd flake.
He's flaking, lagging.
If you're watching this, Noel, call me.
You better fucking call us, man. Give us a goddamn.
Don't leave us hanging, man.
Please.
Listen, we'll have you on this very show.
Yeah.
We'll talk about The Crow and.
Literally, like there's so many things we could be talking about.
I don't know. What else can we talk about?
Oh,
John around beside him, maybe.
Woo!
Thanks everybody who tuned in, who is still watching. If you are still watching,
Thank you.
gang.
And if you skipped all the way to the end, you're a fucking asshole. Like if you skip to
Right.
this point right now, I'm here telling you right now, you're an asshole. Go back like 30 seconds
Why
so I
would
can
you
call you
skip
an
to
asshole again.
this part? Nothing's
Literally.
happening.
Nothing's.
We're talking about nothing.
We're literally saying nothing. Everything happens at the beginning and the middle.
That's why I'm thanking the people who are listening, because they're just listening to us ramble at this point. They're like, we have nothing better to do.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so basically, this bitch is gonna be on YouTube probably tomorrow. And then I'll spend most of the day doing errands, and then when I come back at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'll probably be able to get the YouTube link and format it into MP3, and then try and get it on Spotify and Apple on Anchor FM. So
that's pretty lit, man.
yeah,
but no
man.
worries, take your time.
Yeah, I got a plans for this now, so I'm excited that we're getting a routine going, and this feels good.
Yeah,
so, you know,
it's cool, man. We're gonna record all the stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely record when I get out there too. We'll do some reaction videos too and stuff.
Yeah, we'll react to that video of me being naked.
Yeah. What?
Never mind.
I love you, cuz. All right.
I love you too, man. I love you as well.
Well, this is us, brother. And good podcast today. This is us signing off, and goodbye, everybody. Till next time.
Love you.
Love you. Later.